Yo, what is going on, my dudes? Welcome to the video. Today we're making a video because a lot of you guys have been complaining, and rightfully so, that in this chapter of Fortnite, aim assist was either like really nerfed for you, and in some situations it feels entirely like aim assist actually shuts off. You get like no aim assist whatsoever in very specific situations. And so you're not actually nuts. Aim assist was nerfed, and Epic actually intentionally made it so that it fully turned off. Your aim assist was fully deleted in very specific situations. So in this video, I'm going to talk about what those situations are and how you can avoid them, and then even use that like this new version of aim assist that we have to get the biggest advantage over your opponent. So basically, Epic revealed in the competitive Discord for this game, now why they didn't actually say this to the broader community, I'm not sure, but in the competitive Discord, they actually let their pro players know that they were actually causing a situation where your aim assist could actually fully turn off and would come down to full like user input. You'd absolutely get no input from aim assist when trying to aim at people. Now, aim assist has already been nerfed a few times. We already don't really get much auto rotation at all, which means like when you aim down sight, your cursor will kind of do a bit of a rotation onto the target. We pretty much get none of that. Instead, we just kind of get like more of like a crosshair stickiness, where when you aim at somebody, the aim assist makes your aim kind of slow down, so it's easier to track a player through builds. It's still definitely good, but it is definitely nerfed in this season. So the reason why controller aim assist is actually turning off is when you are spraying. Epic basically added a feature, I'll call it, or some detection system whereby if the game thinks that you're actually kind of spamming at a player or like spamming through builds, it will try to turn your aim assist off, and it won't turn your aim assist back on until it thinks you have stopped spamming. And this was like really confusing to me, but after testing it out for quite a while this season, I kind of figured out what was happening and why it was turning off. So you may have never experienced this, it really depends, but if you get lobbies where players build a lot and you yourself build a lot and you have a lot of battles where you're trying to like spray or steal a wall, basically you'll get a lot of situations where your aim assist will just full turn off. And what is happening is if you try to spray yourself through a wall, right? You know a guy's in a box, you're trying to use these new overpowered SMGs to bust your way in through the wall. If you're not actively aiming at the target in the moment you break through the wall, it will literally turn your aim assist off like 9 times out of 10. So basically what I mean here is like you see in this situation, I sprayed my way through that wall right there and was able to track the player. But if I wasn't aiming directly at the player when I broke through that wall, I would get no aim assist until I stopped firing and then reacquired the target and then started firing again. So basically what is happening is that if you're just trying to jump in brainlessly and holding down R2 the entire time, you're going to get absolutely no aim assist when the game actually lets you into the box. So how to counter this and how to actually still get full aim assist, I like to carry a shotgun as well. I really feel like it actually helps my brain like do this itself. But once you get in the box, stop firing, get on target first, and then start firing again. If you do this correctly, you'll get aim assist 100% of the time. And that's why I say I like to use a shotgun, because if I jump my way into a box and I switch to my shotgun right away and try to aim it at the target, even if I fully whiff the shot and fully miss my shotgun shot, I'm going to then get aim assist when I toggle to my SMG to try to spray them down. So whether or not I even get a good shotgun shot in, if I jump in with my stinger pump and try to shoot at them, the game says, okay, this guy is not spamming. He made a conscious decision to try to shoot at this guy. Let's give him full aim assist. In that situation right there, I literally jumped in and was full spraying, got no aim assist, then toggled to my shotgun and got aim assist again in the situation where I just kind of slid into this guy's box. So that's a perfect example of like how it actually works. But yeah, so basically the key is the breakdown from this video is when you're jumping into a box, make sure you consciously acquire the target before you continue to spray. If you don't do that, it's going to literally give you no aim assist and you're going to turn into an absolute waffle. Now, if you're in like a lower level skill-based matchmaking lobbies, this is not going to impact you too much. But you know, like even bots still build one wall occasionally. So make sure you're really trying to acquire targets through walls if you're going to spray the whole time. And if you like jump through a wall at a player, make sure you let go, get on target, and then spray. Aim assist will help you out so much more. I think the reason why they did this is when they implemented like linear and exponential aim assist originally, they made it way, way, way too strong. So you could basically spray your way into any box. There could be literally like dust and build pieces flying in the air and you'd have no visibility. But if you just held down R2 on your SMG, if the player walked in front of you, it would start retracking them again, and the game would, to some extent, start aiming again for you. So I think this is a counter to that. And while I know for a lot of you guys, it's always a little bit discouraging to hear that your aim assist was nerfed, and it can be really annoying, and it feels like Epic's kind of working against you as a controller player. But here's the thing. If you know that your aim assist shuts off in certain situations, and your opponent doesn't, because you watched the Upshall video and they didn't, this actually could give you an advantage, right? If somebody's spraying in at you, if you just let them spray into your box, shotgun them, and then SMG them, and they're just holding down R2 the whole time, if you have good movement, the odds that they will lose aim assist and you won't are very, very high. So in a lot of situations, this can actually pan out to your advantage even still as a controller player. Because let's be honest, most people who play Fortnite play on controller, so you can, catch a lot of people losing their aim assist and gaining this crazy, aim assist tracking advantage for yourself. So it's definitely something to try out. I find it works for me 99% of the time if I just really make a conscious effort to acquire my target before I start firing. There are a couple other situations where you will lose aim assist as well. If you're in buildings and there's furniture or any kind of thing kind of occluding or blocking you and your target, it doesn't have to be full blocking, but say I'm in a building and there's a couch in front of me and then there's a target behind that. If there's any piece of furniture like that between me and who I'm shooting at, it'll actually cause you to lose aim assist 90% of the time. So my advice is, obviously you want to loot buildings and houses, but if you can, avoid taking fights in houses as much as possible if you're playing controller, because the odds that you're going to just run into a random couch and it's going to screw up your aim assist are really high. If you can avoid that, try to do your best to drop cones down in the house. If you have cones on the ground, when it destroys all the furniture, well, then you're going to be less likely to lose aim assist in that situation. That's more of a really specific situational thing, but it's so frustrating when it happens and you just lose aim assist in a house and you have no idea why, and there's not really any good reason for it. I think it's the same thing as when you try to aim through a window in this game and it doesn't give you any aim assist. I think it's sort of a similar idea, but it probably does not work as intended, really, in that situation. I can't imagine being that's how Epic wanted it to go. But yeah, that's it for the video. I really hope this helps you guys out with this chapter. I myself was really, really confused. I'm making this video after playing about 150 hours on this chapter now, and I really finally feel like I have it figured out on how this new aim assist system works and how Epic wants to encourage us to not spam as much as controller players and encourage us to be more conscious about our aim. I like the concept in general. It takes a lot of getting used to, but I think it's overall making the game a little bit more skill-based. Believe it or not, even in this SMG meta where you can fry people in a millisecond by spraying through the wall, I do think it actually makes the game more skill-based and more about actually aiming at people and less about just jumping into a box and holding down your right trigger and spraying them down to death. I think it will actually, even though it is a nerf, I think it will make it more enjoyable for most controller players because it will mean your skill and your aiming ability matters. Have a good one, dudes, and thank you for watching the video.